Ladies and gentlemen, keynote will commence in 10 minutes. Can I please ask you to make your way to the auditorium?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Pankaj. I work in Google's office right here in Bangalore. I lead our engineering teams in India and Singapore for a very important initiative called Next Billion Users. I'm really excited to be here with you today at Google Developer Days because I'm myself a developer. I have used many Google APIs over the years. This is the first GDD ever in India, and this is the largest developer event that Google has held in India ever. Kaz, Anita, Tal, and Francis. For the rest of the day, you're invited to participate in technical sessions, trainings, code labs, and explore the sandboxes right outside. So please enjoy the Google Developer Days India event. Thank you.
Hey, namaskara, swagata. Hello and welcome to Bangalore. And for those of you from Bangalore, thank you for welcoming us to your wonderful city. My name is Sam Dutton, and I'm a developer advocate for the web. I've only been here a few days, but I've already met a bunch of brilliant developers doing great work on the web. Now, I live in London, but I grew up in South. Our content at developers.google.com/web is right at the forefront. Stuff from people who are building browsers and working on web specs.
And that's it.
Yeah. I mean, most of all, please feel free to contact, Sarah and me and speak to any of the Googlers here.
Yep. OK, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We're here to learn what you're doing on the web and to find out what we can do to make the web better and help you build great experiences for all your users. Thank you so much. Dhanyavada. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sean McMillan, developer advocate for Android. At Google I/O, we announced that Kotlin is a supported language for Android development. And today, I'm going to talk about how Kotlin can help you write great code. I'm going to do that by diving into some typical test code that you write every day and adding Kotlin. We're going to go pretty deep and add nullability annotations to make the API friendlier in Kotlin. This will make it so that null checks are valid in Kotlin when you call into the support library. And we've built docs and samples around Kotlin, and we're continuing development in this area. And of course, you. There's more Android developers every day using Kotlin for work and for fun. The Kotlin open source community is still getting started, so now is a perfect time to jump in if you want to start a Kotlin project or work on an existing one. Thanks. Catch me after this at office hours to check out our Kotlin instructor-led training tomorrow if you want to learn more about Kotlin.
All right. I'm going to start in about a minute here, but I just wanted to say hi to everyone who's here. I know that that food is really tempting over there in the other half of the auditorium. So, how many people here have actually downloaded the Android O SDK? Just give me a. All right, good. And how about support library 27?
You can see that these location limits are kind of a logical extension of many of the best practices that we've talked about in this talk so far. So I think starting with O, the location story in Android gets fantastic. And it gets fantastic because we throttle background location in a sensible way. And this happens on any app that's running on an O device. So the short of this is the background apps can receive location several times an hour, and that's it. Your location request may be something much more ambitious than that, but you're not going to get that. You're going to get several times an hour. And this happens regardless of target SDK version. You can do batching, but again, you will only get location several times an hour, not much more frequently than that. Also, Wi-Fi scans are much more efficient in O. We figured that people spend a lot of time at home, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15 hours at a time, and a lot of time at work, 6, 8, 10, hopefully not much more than that. But either way, you are inside a place, you're connected to a Wi-Fi access point, and you're not moving. So in Android O, scanning for Wi-Fi is much more efficient. There's also much smarter geofencing in O. So until O, in N and lower, Scans for geofencing default to every few seconds. In Android O, it happens every couple of minutes. And we found that in a lot of devices, that can give us 10x savings in terms of battery. So that's really great. Pre-O devices, where there are no limits, location is a very busy thing, even on a device that's actually in the background not being used. In O, with these location limits in place, things are much more serene, things are much more organized, and your battery is I'm out of time. I've actually gone over by 3 or 4 minutes. But I would say, I hope you write location apps. I hope you write location apps that are ambitious. And I hope you take away from this talk that it's possible to do that and not sacrifice battery. Go ahead, code it out. Thank you.
Hello there. Good afternoon. Welcome to Frameworks and Tools for Progressive Web Apps. My name is Rowan Meerwood. I'm a developer advocate for Chrome and web. I've come over from London today, so the weather is making So please, go out and give those tools a try. Give feedback on how you found them. And I would like to say thank you very much for your time. Any other questions, come find me or poke me on Twitter. And please enjoy the rest of the event.
Hello, everyone. My name is Florinda Muntanescu, and I'm a developer advocate at Google. Earlier this year, at Google I/O, we announced in alpha the you would create an instance of your adapter, and then you would observe the changes of the live data of a page list from your view model. And then whenever that live data emits, you will set the new list to the adapter. So now we have a list. The architecture components have a high usability also because of Vue, because of all the feedback that we've received on it. So check out the paging library and give us feedback. Tell us what works, what not. Tell us where you would need more things to be done by the library instead of being you the ones that have to implement it. So we had a lot of new concepts and components. We have lifecycle, live data, page list, view model, we have room. But the thing is that you can use them separately. You can pick and choose the ones that you need for your application. Or, if you want, you can use all of them together. Check it out, and let me know how it went. Thank you.
Or, okay.
All right. Hello, hello, hello. So welcome everybody to Modern Tooling, Testing, and Automation. We're going to talk a little bit about Lighthouse. So I think with that, we're all done. And we really appreciate you guys sticking around. We know it's late in the day. Thank you, everyone on the live stream, for attending. My name's Eric Beidelman.
I'm Vinamrata Singhal, and thank you for coming.
Woo.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome to the last session of the day. You've almost made it. We are almost at the and look forward to seeing you later, but enjoy the party. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Hi, thank you for taking on your time for my session, Real World Machine Learning. I'm Kaz. I'm a developer advocate. It's like an evangelist for developers. So I usually attending the products that provides the one-stop ML solutions to build the customized machine learning solutions. So TensorFlow works with the other cloud products such as the Cloud Dataflow, ML Engine, BigQuery, CrowdStretch to build the whole solutions. And of course, you can still continue to use the industry standard tools such as NumPy or Scikit-learn or Matplotlib. So that's it. Thank you so much.
Hello, good afternoon, namaste. My name is Ben Morse. I'm a developer advocate at Google. They've seen 60% improvement in speed and a very, very large reduction in bounce rates. That's all we have for you. If you have questions, come find us at the AMP office hours or the AMP sandbox over in the other room, other building place. We're here to answer your questions. Thank you for your time, and have an excellent afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. So welcome to GDD India. Today my session is about what's up with the Internet of Things, TensorFlow and the Google Assistant. Maintained so that they can trust them. And so Google's services that we provide that I went through today help to provide many of the pieces that you need so you can fit them together to build the kinds of devices and infrastructure that people want. So we have a sandbox area over in the main area outside this building. You should definitely come by and check out some of the demos that we have. We have a variety of different Android things, Android SDK, and Google Assistant demos that you can try out and see how they're built and so forth. And also, many of my team members have actually come out to talk to you because we want to learn more about the kinds of things that you want to build. So while we're here to teach you about things, we also want to learn more about what kinds of really cool ideas you've got for things you want to build and how we can help enable them. And if there's new features that you want or something, definitely come and talk to me or my colleagues because we want to hear about what they are and what kinds of things you want. So what's next? We have many different resources for you to learn more. And so we have a bunch of communities on Google+. We have one focused on IoT developers, so Android things, cloud IoT, different things like that. We have an Actions on Google community for developing for the Google Assistant. We then have an Assistant SDK community for people who are embedding the Assistant SDK into their own custom devices. And so these three communities are great places to ask questions and share ideas. Also, I do a lot of posting on social media. I'm Google's developer advocate for IoT and Assistant and so forth. So definitely follow me on Twitter or Google+. If you want to keep up to date with what's going on, I post a lot about the different tools and new things that we're doing. And so definitely keep up to date with that. So that was a quick little summary of what Google has to offer you. And so I want you to take this away and think about all the different possibilities of things that we could make and what kinds of devices that would help benefit people. So think of people who are less fortunate or might not be able to use a regular computer. They might have accessibility issues. And think about how they could benefit from more computing in their lives and what ubiquitous computing could do to help them perform tasks they can't currently perform or to help make their lives better. So think about this. And as I said before, IoT is going to be a huge thing. It's going to be bigger than computers and bigger than phones. It's going to be way bigger than that. And so you definitely want to be a part of it. So come by our sandbox and say hello, and I'm really excited to see what you build with this. Thanks for coming. All right, thanks a lot. I'll see you later.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Pardon me, I've got a bit of a sore throat, but my name's Dan, and If you'd like to dive deeper into the platform, there's a talk tomorrow on new features and advanced topics. So it'll show you how to do things like layering audio and sending push notifications to your users. I definitely recommend checking it out. And finally, when you want to discuss this with other developers, we have the Actions on Google developer community on Google+. We post regularly there to keep you up to date with the latest news, and we answer questions from developers. We also have a great community on Stack Overflow, so if you have technical questions, definitely post them there. And we're active on Twitter, too. So our team is going to be hanging out in the sandbox area, and we'd love for you to stop by and chat with us about building for the Google Assistant. And you should definitely attend the talk tomorrow, which is called What's New with the Google Assistant. So thank you for coming, and enjoy your time at GDD.
Good afternoon, everyone. Wake up. My name is Amrit. I work as a developer advocate in the developer league. You have. So the power really comes in when you use it all in combination with each other. And if there are more questions, please feel free to meet us at the Firebase office hours section. And I hope this was useful for you guys, and you're going to try it out. If there are interesting cases that you come up with, please do not forget to let us know. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Hello. Good evening. It's been a long day, and hopefully you had a lot of this. You can have almost all the clouds connected using, you can deploy your microservices in every cloud using just Kubernetes. So I think we are just in time. So in a nutshell, Kubernetes engine will actually provide you a cluster in seconds. It's a fully configured cluster, a fine-grained control over the cluster, designed for multi-cloud, as well as you can actually use 5 nodes with no additional cost for that. There is a free tier available to it. So anyone who wanted or interested to practice, go to the Code Labs, just search for cloud, and search for Kubernetes in this, where you get a step-by-step approach of how to create a And thanks for coming here. And I'll be there around. If you have any questions, feel free to talk to me. Thank you.
Hey everybody, I'm Wesley. I'm happy to be here to talk to you guys. Oh, first I should say namaskara. Moment. We can do a code lab together tomorrow. There's a whole bunch of videos, some docs, and if you want to, you can also use our REST APIs. And then, like I said, come join me tomorrow. I'm doing a hands-on training. One is AppScript, the other is actually using our REST APIs. I'm also going to be talking about the Sheets API later on in the afternoon. And if you're a Python person, I'm speaking at the Bangalore Python Users Group on Sunday. So hope to see you guys more later this week. Thank you very much. If you have
Namaskara.
For everyone in the top three. And I am standing in the way of you and your after party. So if you're interested in doing more questions, I'm going to be here roughly the same time tomorrow at the end of the day with a new set of questions. So, you know, if you're the kind of person who enjoyed this, then you can come back for more. But go and enjoy the after party. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us on day 1 of Google Developer Days India. Just a quick reminder to hold on to your badge and bring it with you tomorrow for more sessions. And now, please join us in Hall 3A in the Sandbox area for the after party, where we are thrilled to have the Raghu Dixit project perform, as well as DJ Hussain, and plenty of food, drinks, and games.